Anti-fascist. Hey, I'm
actually having a conversation. Can you not?
Well,
break
no.
the ice?
I'm having a conversation with you. I keep going with that, guys. Shine it more in our eyes.
Attacked by Antifa. Wow, that is quite a shiner. You all right?
We're not even in the top 25 in terms of crime.
You're not even from here, are you?
Can I ask you what you're doing here?
Yes, this is my city. This is my neighborhood. What are you doing in my neighborhood, mother?
What would your message be to some of the people in that building who it is their neighborhood too and they're frustrated?
The woman right there is in full support. That is her.
Yeah, there's definitely a couple people. There are some who are in support, but some aren't. So what would your message be to them who feel differently than you?
I am so sorry, but this is what is necessary right now for genuine change to happen. I'm sorry for the noise right now, but as long as people are getting hurt, innocent people are getting hurt, we have to make noise. You can put earplugs in to go to sleep.
Unbelievable. This guy is ridiculous. I don't know what it is with gang members and people that think they're tough, always saying, this is my neighborhood. This is my neighborhood. This is my neighborhood. No, it's not. You guys don't own anything. Cat Ears right here, I guarantee you, is not a homeowner. Otherwise, he'd probably be at home doing something constructive with his life because he has to pay a mortgage. This guy is an absolute loser.
That's about it. I'm sorry. If you care about your community, you'll shut your goddamn mouth, or you'll be on the front lines with us, protecting more people.
I know I talked to a couple of them
Cat
who are
ears.
from their home, and thank you for answering. Because there definitely are people in that building who are frustrated, as you know. Like I talked to a woman in a wheelchair today who she says she feels like she can't move around and can't get to where she needs to go.
That is also because these people are here. If the fascists were not here, anti-fascists. Hey, I'm
actually having a conversation. Can you not?
Well, no. I'm having a conversation with you. I keep going with that, guys. Shine it more in our eyes, please.
Okay, then I'm not going to let you share what you're going to say. I mean, I'll put this on Facebook, but if he's going to do that, I'm not going to.
Keep following me so we can shine it more in our eyes.
Yeah.
Because you are in our neighborhoods, you don't give a about those people. If you gave a about those people, you care about the gases that are getting into their homes. We don't have gases that are. Hey, I'm still talking, motherfucker.
Oh my goodness. Who does this guy think he is, man? Shout out to Brandy Cruz. She's brave going out there with cat ears, thinking he's a tough guy. These people make me sick. The people that try to be tough and intimidate people that they know cannot defend themselves against you. So you're going to go pick on a lady, try to be a tough guy against this woman that you're twice her size, and you're cursing her out. Like, bro, get out of here. Take that stupid mask off of your face. Like, you can't take it seriously. I cannot take these people serious. But obviously, I should. Chicago and Portland have violent Antifa members that are protesting and committing violent acts against people that are just trying to report on this stuff. It is absolutely ridiculous. Prime example, Katie Davis Court was attacked in Portland by an Antifa member. She was hit with a flagpole. Like, come on, guys. We're attacking women now? That's what y'all are doing. Okay. President Trump is going to clean up with all these guys. Now, it is incredibly frustrating to see innocent people that are just trying to report on this stuff have violent acts committed against them. But yet, people like J.B. Pritzker and Tina Kotek will say everything's fine. We don't need anybody to come clean this stuff up. J.B. Pritzker will make it seem like, oh, they didn't need to bring in all these people. They're just gang members. We don't have any crime here in Chicago. We're not even in the top 25.
Look at our beautiful city. We have challenges like other cities, but we're not even in the top 25 in terms of crime. So this really isn't about crime. And remember that we don't want you here. We're not even in the top 25 in terms of crime.
Here is how JB is trying to manipulate people because he's not giving the full truth. Now, crime can be generalized on certain charts, but most of the time when people are talking about violent crime, we know what the main ones are. There's obviously those are horrible things that happen with trafficking. All that is horrible stuff. But when we think about cities like Chicago, we're thinking about gun violence. Let's keep it real here. And if we're going to speak on gun violence, Chicago ranks number 3 in the United States, only beaten by Houston and Los Angeles. Think about how big Los Angeles is. Now, I know Chicago is a big city, but Los Angeles is huge. Houston is also a huge city. Chicago's number 3, man. So they can lie and JB can make it seem Chicago's not even in the top 25 for crime, but they are number 3 when it comes to gun violence. What we're dealing with is that these leaders do not want to step up and tell people to back down and let ICE do their jobs. That's all it would take is for people like J.B. Pritzker and Tina Kotek to say, let them do their jobs. And that would really calm things down. But no, they're ramping it up. They keep putting up the bad rhetoric, and that is what's causing people like Katie Davenport to get hit with flagpoles when she's just trying to report on what's happening during these protests.
Katie Davenport is the post-millennial journalist attacked by Antifa. Wow, that is quite a shiner. You all right?
Oh, yeah, I definitely have a black eye. So that's what it's been like covering Portland for the past 4 months. Complete lawlessness.
Wow. They say it's just one city block. Is that even true?
That's not true. So it went from being a war zone to one city block, but it's actually several blocks where that is completely controlled by Antifa affiliated protesters who harass, assault, and threaten anyone who they perceive to be a threat to their cause, including journalists, local residents, and ICE agents. And the Trump administration is absolutely correct in deploying federal troops here because Portland police has completely abandoned this zone. They refuse to go in, and everyone that shows up is on their own.
So it's kind of like Chaz or CHOP was in Seattle. They just, I guess, secede this territory, cede it to Antifa, and they just let everything play out?
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. So last night I got assaulted and I immediately ran to a Portland police officer, hunted down the suspect, chased her through the streets and said, "This is my assault suspect. Can you guys finally do something?" And I had eyes on her for about 35 minutes. Portland police refused to come in and make an arrest. And I had 3 officers just standing there watching me try to hunt down this suspect. And imagine my anger when I go online after doing all of that about an hour ago. And I see Portland police put out a bolo asking for the public's help in identifying my assault suspect. So that is what it's like on the ground here in Portland. And it's time for a federal crackdown. The Trump administration needs to start treating Antifa like ISIS, the terrorists that they are, and put an end to them here for good.
First of all, I cannot believe that Jesse Waters told Katie, "Wow, you get quite a shiner there" on national television. I think that is crazy. Second thing, look, Katie's got a point. What example are we going to make here, right? President Trump has already declared that Antifa is a terrorist organization. How much money and what is it going to take to just bring in people and swoop them all up every time you see one of these protests? Why can't they just go arrest them all? Why are they being allowed to be out there literally fighting ICE agents and hitting people over the head with flagpoles? You should only have to make an example one time, right? But I don't know. Maybe they're planning it right now. Maybe they're just trying to see how it'll all work out. I don't know. But if I was the president, I would have moved swiftly and quickly and just got it done. Because there's no way that this should have happened to her. And she's not going to be the only person. People have been getting mangled by these Antifa people in Chicago and Portland. So it's just where we're at. We are at a place where the mainstream media will take the side of the person that is committing the crime as opposed to just calling them a criminal and saying what actually happened. For example, an illegal alien tried to escape and lost his life by being struck down with bullets by an ICE agent after he tried to flee in his car, dragging another ICE agent down the street. But the media will make it seem like ICE is the one that's doing the crime, and the criminal is the one that's trying to stop ICE from doing a crime. They have it all backwards. It's insane. Check this out.
In suburban Chicago, a blood-stained car marking a deadly flashpoint in America's immigration raids. The Department of Homeland Security saying ICE officers in Franklin Park tried stopping a vehicle driven by 38-year-old Silverio Villegas Gonzalez, but say he refused to follow commands and drove his car at law enforcement officers, dragging one a significant distance. ICE saying that officer, who sustained severe injuries, feared for his life, shooting Villegas Gonzalez, who later died at the hospital.
Already, that sounds completely justified They should end it right there, but that's not what they're going to do.
DHS describes the individual as a criminal illegal alien with a history of reckless driving, though a review of Villegas Gonzalez's publicly available records by NBC News found no criminal charges.
That does not even matter. Why does that matter? He was an illegal alien is the important part. They tried to arrest him. He tried to flee, drug another officer, severely injured him, possibly could have taken his life, and they had to do what they had to do. End of discussion.
Records show he pleaded guilty to 4 traffic violations, including speeding, the most recent in 2013.
This is what they do, man. This is how they manipulate. This is what they do. And then you have people like Brandon Johnson that will go out there and make it seem like ICE is doing something wrong, like they're the bad guys, when it's his rhetoric and people like NBC and these news stations that are putting out rhetoric that fuels things up. It's ridiculous.
In the village of Broadview, just outside of the city of Chicago, where we had ICE agents shooting pepper balls at protesters, even shooting, at a reporter that was there just to do her job. We know that this is an attempt of the president to set up a pretext to sending in the National Guard. And so this executive order ensures that our local police department will work in coordination with protesters and residents who wish to exercise their First Amendment right, and that the federal government cannot interfere with the First Amendment.
This is them, folks. Tren de Aragua. How people think they're gay? What am I here? Gay. What I got? Terrorist fucking. They brought out the Black Hawks for these boys. You think they would bring out Black Hawk helicopters if this was a game? They're not playing. They already saw them take over apartment complexes in Denver, Colorado. They're not going to play that again. You cannot play games with gang members, especially ones from another country. So look, it is what it is. These are the type of guys that people are protesting to keep in the country. These are the guys that Tina Kotek, J.B. Pritzker, and Brandon Johnson are fighting tooth and nail to keep in the country for some reason. It's absolutely ridiculous. Don't fall for it. Don't get sucked into the drama with Antifa. This is nonsense. Okay? These people are real criminals. They're going after the criminals. That's why they're arresting them live on TV with Black Hawk helicopters. They're arresting people that are running over ICE agents. And they want you to believe that they're just snatching innocent people off of the street. Come on now. Use your context clues out here. You guys drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts down below. You're watching the Unexplained Outlook. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.